position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Louisville, Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Louisville Cardinals. Free A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the... And the Cardinals will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Gresham. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Oregon's offense will have the football first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Ducks will call on their punt team. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. So Louisville's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
The throw. Pulls it in. It's Hughes. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up fourth down. The Cardinals will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Ducks ready to go back. Ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the tailback. Runs through a tackle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Moore to the air. Pocket breaking down. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Ducks line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get chapped.
Off to the races to the right.
abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Leaves it with the running back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Ducks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. That's caught. It's Perry. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Coming out on first down with the play fake. That's reeled in. It's Perry. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snagged in the middle. It's Perry. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Sends it back in motion. Moore will throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Sutter. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27. They'll put it in play from... Makes the grab. It's Sutter. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Perry. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Working that left side now. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of the first down. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Davison. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Offense working from the pistol. They'll start this drive with a pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defensive touchdown.
And the defense right now flying around, getting to the ball carrier, knocking the ball loose, running into the end zone, jumping on it for a touchdown.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? Sam Houston has the lead right now. Huntsville has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by a field goal over Florida. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking for room, it's Jackson. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. Using the quick game. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And the Cardinals will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll go to the ground. Jukes his way for more. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Moore to the air. With the catch, it's Dickey. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Creates a little room. Shakes off the defender. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Dickey.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing it. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Trying to find the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Pushes toward the goal line. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon.
And Reese, no secret about it. Line up in goal line formation. I'm going to run the ball down your throat. My guys are more physical than you. 6 points on the play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. A quick pass to the left. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Cardinals will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. It's a draw. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. And the Cardinals with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Finds the tight end. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. Offense in a bunch formation. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Hauser. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Cardinals didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The run from the shotgun. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. And the Cardinals will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. They'll try to pass their way in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Ridley. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And the returner will be brought down. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He'll do it himself. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. The Ducks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying play action. Grab near the marker. It's Dickey. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Perry. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the one. Quickly to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He'll pull it on the read. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Moore will throw. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
How about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. He's going to let it go. Got it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the 1st half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the 1st half.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Here's the pressure. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far. And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Wants to fire on second down. The sure hands, it's Hughes. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Hughes. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the marker, it's Quigley. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Cardinals have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on first down. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there. There's a difference between being physical and pass interference, and that was way over the line. Now the play fake. This time it's complete. And the Cardinals can really attack on this 2nd and short. Gets it out quickly. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looking to throw again. Fires downfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. It'll be 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Motion from the back. Moore to the air. Finds his man down the middle. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sutter. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Finds his man. It's Dickey.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Finds his tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Caught close to the marker, it's Perry. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Sutter. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. from the red zone, looking for a receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Hill. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line. That first down. Looking for a gap, it's Davison. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Moore will throw. Fires into the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Has to get there to move the sticks. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. Just over 20 seconds to play before halftime. They'll have it first and 10. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Oh, they're after him. A flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Line getting set on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Finding open areas. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. The Cardinals send out the punt unit. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a fascinating first 2 quarters of football in Louisville. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium.
The Ducks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Buys just enough space across the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Got his man in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Offense gets set for second down. The give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. And the Cardinals line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They bring the punter onto the field now. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Offense in an empty set. Moore to the air. Throws for the tight end. Working the middle. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to
breaks into the open. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Caught behind the line. It's Sutter. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Sutter. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Sutter. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Give him 6. Touchdown, Ducks! A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. It's 24-13. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Sam Houston has the lead right now. Huntsville has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by a field goal over Florida. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Finds his big tight end. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. Looking for space. It's Jackson. Got the first down. Looking for more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Cardinals getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Hughes. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Cardinals with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Going to swing it on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Hauser. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Looking to fire. This drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the grab. And a sweet catch and a nice gain gets it down to the 30-yard line. The hand to the running back. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. To the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Hauser. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Handoff from the gun. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Gonna run it. It's Green. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Moore will throw. Fires to the big fella. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
From the gun, the ground game. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Hill. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man to the left. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Sutter. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. On 3rd and long. Try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. To the air on 1st down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And back to the air on 2nd down. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Cardinals will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Hauls it in, looking for space. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. The RPO, it's complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The play action fake. Got him downfield. Look out, he's got room. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The Ducks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Makes the grab. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And this offense shows you why they are really hard to stop. The long, explosive run. You think everybody's thinking run, pile in the box. The play-action pass. They can beat you with the run. They can beat you with the pass. This is a tough offense to stop.
On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Ridley. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking to throw on third. Finds him out of the backfield. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the catch. It's Dickey. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Got a man. It's Sutter. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Catch in the middle. It's Sutter. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
Number 15, set to kick it off.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Catch in the middle, it's Hughes. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Got a man, it's Ridley. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Lining up to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Use the play fake, now to throw. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Finds his big tight end. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Handoff to the single running back. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Cardinals with the 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Snagged in the middle, it's Hauser. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open open up the entire playbook.
And just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on second down. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The Cardinals started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll try the run. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. They'll look to throw on third and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. From the gun. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards.
Returner brings it out to the 32.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. And the Cardinals want to pick up the tempo.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. He's going to take off. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Here comes the hurry up.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man. Don't force.
There he goes. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He makes a catch. And he's brought down after a nice game. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Cardinals trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back. You get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. From the gun on third down. Makes the grab on the left. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Going for 6. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
There we go. There's step one. There's a lot of things that needs to happen for this offense, but they started with the touchdown. Time's ticking out. We got to go for 2 here. Cut this to 8, where we maybe can get another score and get that 2-point conversion to tie it.
They're working that left side. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Moore to the air. Got the quick pass. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. He'll do it himself.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
Going to the run, it's Davison. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in, because this is a ranked matchup.